Hey everyone, it's Saturday, December 24th. The time is 7 p.m. and the temperature right now is 4 degrees Celsius. I'm currently on Clifton Hill in the tourist area of Niagara Falls. This is the Canadian side, of course. And for this walk, I'll be heading down to the falls themselves and taking a look at some of the Christmas decorations down in that area. And I think I'll eventually make my way over to the top of the Horseshoe Falls. There's a mini roller coaster on top of that Burger King, but I don't think it's operating tonight. It seems as if most of the attractions aren't open. The Big Wheel and Dinosaur Mini Golf and Mario Kart inspired Speedway aren't operating. I don't know if these places would normally be open on Christmas Eve or if that's a result of the pandemic or not. Perhaps things will be a bit lighter if I went over to the other side of the street. It was snowing, or rather raining, lightly pretty much all day long, and they did forecast for that to turn into snow at night, and here we are. It is, of course, Christmas Eve. I did live stream my drive from Toronto down to Niagara Falls earlier in the day. It was lightly raining for most of that drive. And the route I'm taking on this walk is similar to a walk I did a few months ago back in November. However, this one's a bit shorter as I parked closer to the top of Clifton Hill. And there's a look at a lot of the decorations they have, so I'll be passing along there. I might look weird holding an umbrella, but I'd rather not get my camera wet. This is my older Pocket 1 camera I'm using. And of course, the casinos aren't open right now. So this probably isn't the merriest of Christmases for a lot of these businesses. But it's good to see the place still full of the Christmas spirit. And what I'm thinking of doing is starting a live stream once I get to the Horseshoe Falls and live streaming my walk back up to the car. That might be kind of interesting. Directly across the Niagara River is New York. So that would be the American side straight ahead, although you can't see a whole lot of it. I'll cross the street and head over to the falls right here, but while I wait for the light, let's take a look at some of these decorations. Is this one of those ones where, well, I guess you do have to hit the button? That's weird. You'd think, given the location, the pedestrian crossings would be automatic right here. There's someone pushing their luck with a turn well after the fact. Oh, it looks like the light is about to change. Those are the American Falls and the Horseshoe Falls off in the distance. Although it's quite foggy and not particularly well lit, so I don't know how well this camera's picking that up. And I don't have a zoom on this camera. Let's see if I can get a better look over here. And if the view of the falls is not that great from this camera, there are plenty of rather beautiful looking light displays across the street to check out. Those are the American Falls and Horseshoe Falls way off in the distance. Straight ahead is where you could do some zip lining. I actually saw someone doing that the last time I was here on a live stream. This says walkway not maintained in winter season. Okie dokie. I really just want to make my way over to the other side of the street and walk around some of these Christmas decorations they've displayed. Oh, the grass isn't too bad. a lot of these lights have been up since early November when I came here and last recorded a video and live stream. And that last video I recorded through Niagara Falls was one of my most viewed ever. And whatever this thing is straight ahead looks pretty nice. I'm kind of walking through some mud right now to get there. See if I can manually focus on that thing. That is absolutely stunning. Might have been a better idea to come a few hours earlier when it was a bit more light out. I could have had a much better view of the falls themselves, but that's okay. It also wouldn't have been snowing a few hours earlier. That's part of the Skylon Tower in the background disappearing into the sky. Look at this. Welcome to Niagara Parks. Maybe I should head over to a paved surface. I feel like I gotta tread carefully through this. Don't want to get the New Balance too mucky. And yes, it's pretty dark right here. There's not a lot of lighting other than these big light displays. I apologize for that. These reindeer are pretty neat. Perhaps they're giant moose. Mooses? Geese? That is stunning. There's some decorations over there on the fall side. Maybe I'll cross over and have a look. I'm trying to do this in just one walk towards Horseshoe Falls without backtracking too much. This is a marked crossing, but I'll let the cars pass. You can definitely hear the roar of the falls right now. I also hear the squeaks of my umbrella. Let's take another direct look at the American Falls and lonely Bridal Veil Falls right next to it. Hello. Some little kid ran right up to me. That was cute, but he was a quiet little guy. And as it's rather dark over here, let's wander back, throw the lights on the other side. I'm not sure why they don't light this part of the pathway. Well, that grass looks gross, but I don't really see another opportunity to go to the other side of the street for a bit. As long as my socks don't get wet, I'm fine. You can guess just what happened. Good thing for me, one of the things I got for Christmas was socks. I actually have a second pair in my backpack. Look at all those lights over there. Well, it looks like the camera might have got a bit wet. Whoop. And it seems to be back. Once the world's slowest moving car goes by, I will go check out all these lights. Ah, the sock's already wet. Who cares? And this is just mud. At least I'm not the only one wearing running shoes.
I'll come stand here, let me take a picture. I'll take a picture. Okay, look at that.
I think there's actually a paved pathway up there, but you kind of have to do a little dance of death across a field of mud to get there. I figured it might snow, but I didn't think to bring better footwear. Oopsie doopsie. And you can tell a lot of people have been trampling all over here all day. All right, note to self, walk on the path when you're coming back this way in the other direction. No one ever accused me of being intelligent. Although they do kind of have the display angled so that you would view it from the other side. Alright, so now I think I'll pretty much beeline to the Horseshoe Falls. You could head up there to a lot of the big hotels and a casino. I remember checking this area out in November and it looked pretty much the same. There's a lot of the floodlights that illuminate the falls. That's kind of neat. And it says here, walkway not maintained, and it looks like there's a solid barrier that runs along the other side of the falls, so let's head back and find a proper crossing. Looks like there's a traffic officer. Thank you. Ooh. Up a giant mucky puddle. There are the Horseshoe Falls. Normally, you'd be able to see a pretty neat skyline of the Canadian side of Niagara Falls up there, but it's so dark and pretty foggy. Along with the snow, you can't really see anything.
Okay. Nói chuyện sau nha con ha.
I'm not sure how well the camera picks this up, but it's quite spectacular seeing all the snow and mist sort of get mixed up. This is getting pretty close to the base of the Horseshoe Falls. Oh, there's some more decorations up there, and there's part of the skyline. The old Minolta Tower, which is now the Tower Hotel. You can hear the falls making a good roar. And wow, I don't think I have ever seen it this empty over here. Oh, the lights are off. That's neat. Apparently at night, I've heard that there's a lot less water going over the falls. And the reason for that is they divert a lot of it to make hydroelectricity. And that's one of the reasons why the falls have remained relatively stationary since they first dammed this area. Normally the force of the water going over the edge would erode the rock and push the falls further and further back down the Niagara River. So they should probably be somewhere well up in New York in the future if it wasn't for the efforts made to turn this place into Oh, I just stepped through some puddles to turn this place into essentially a large hydroelectric power generating center. You can get a pretty spectacular view of the falls just up here. Normally people would be shoulder to shoulder along this section. Here's my favorite spot just up ahead. All right, I hope you enjoyed this walk down Clifton Hill and along the falls themselves on Christmas Eve. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, you can check out channel memberships on the main page, as well as Patreon membership. There will be a link to that in the description. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Merry Christmas, and I will see you on the next one.